Hello and welcome to another episode of MOPO, where we discuss matters of personal opinion. It's all MOPO. Today we're going to be doing another episode of Gotham, Season 3, Episode 20. I gotta say, I'm real excited about the ending of this season.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of things are coming to a head.
Yeah, they're really steamrolling along in this season and really advancing storylines faster than what I think we both thought they would be doing.
But better than we expected.
Yeah, more legit.
Because we're about to get into it, but the fact that Leader definitely wasn't Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, which we were hoping and we were thinking he wasn't. But you never know.
Yeah, but who knows? Because they would never tell us what the guy's name is. Even in this episode, he's always referred to as Leader.
Yeah.
And that's actually where we start. Leader has...
Leader of the Court of Owls.
Leader of the Court of Owls has Bruce Wayne, the real Bruce Wayne, with him. You know, he brought him back to Gotham, and he's in a boardroom with a bunch of Court of Owl members, and he's he's motioning to Bruce make the call, and he hesitates, and the Leader makes the call for him, and basically they all are assassinated right there on the spot. And the whole reason is because the Leader doesn't like the fact that the Court of Owls decided to kill
Bruce and Martha Wayne.
Yeah. So.
Thomas Wayne.
Thomas. I'm like Bruce.
Yeah. They didn't do that too much.
Yeah. So Thomas and Martha Wayne. Because that wasn't part of the plan or something.
Yeah.
They argued, "Oh well, Leader, you're always off gallivanting for months at a time. We had to make a decision." And Leader was like, "Y'all aren't even this high up."
Right.
You had nothing to,
who are you be making them executive decisions anyway? It was never for you to decide.
So they kill him, and apparently they're doing this all over town. There's a whole bunch of Court of Owls apparently, and because later on Bullock, I think mentions, we've been finding dead owls all over the city or something like that.
They didn't talk about hoot owls.
But yeah, so they basically... Bruce gets crap for hesitating, and he's like, I won't hesitate again.
Yeah, he tries to get all hard.
It's like he's happy about murdering and stuff.
Yeah.
But
and it was at that point I would realize, damn, he really has Bruce hook, line, and sinker. It's not Bruce ain't really faking it.
But, you got Gordon coming in, and he finds one of the guys alive still, and he's like, Bruce did this with the Leader, and he's like real Bruce? Because he knows that there's the clone, and he's like, real Bruce? Is like, yeah, he's got us. So now it's now Alfred's going to get involved.
Right.
Because real Bruce is around. But we end up jumping to another storyline, which is there's really only two main storylines in this, and that's this whole Bruce thing, and then the Riddler, Tabitha, Barbara, and Butch.
Right, but don't they also touch on the Lee?
Well, Lee is in there, but she's kind of mixed in with the whole Bruce thing, I feel like, because it's always pulling Gordon away from the Bruce investigation.
Yeah.
And it's always in the background of whatever they're doing at the station.
I have to admit, I watched these last 3 episodes back to back to back.
Yeah.
So they all kind of are blending in with me right now as I'm trying to remember. And I could have sworn he, in this episode, is this the episode where she gets him to come to her? Gordon goes to Lee, and she's all like, I knew you'd come, and I'm not going to get too much more into that, but is that this episode, or is that during the finale?
No, that's this, because there's other stuff happening in the finale. But So we end up jumping to Riddler, and he's telling Tabitha, Butch, and Barbara that Oswald Cobblepot's still alive, and they're like freaking out because that wasn't part of the deal, and this is how it's supposed to go down. Like this is like some chump amateurs. You know,
shit hit the fan, and I'm like, "Come on, fella, what's going on here?"
Like they can't just keep anything straight. And like you're saying with the whole Lee thing, because like Gordon, the police station has a watch on Lee.
Yeah.
Right, because she took the virus. So Gordon now has an opportunity to go over there and check on her. And he's like, "Hey, you guys go on back to the station. I got it from here." He goes in, and like the virus, Lee.
Let me tell you, she was looking good
beforehand, but now it's like she's got like this real dark kind of persona.
She's a bad chick now, literally.
And the virus is just making her love Gordon.
Well,
no, it's making her crazy. But I mean, honestly, as considering how it's affected a bunch of other people, it really is pretty mild. Like she just really loves Gordon.
I think deep down she did. She did love Gordon, and but I think she was just saying all that to him to mess with him.
No,
I think she wants him dead. Because can I get into what happens?
Well, I mean,
because she buries the dude alive.
No, but that's not why she wants him. No, all right.
She didn't bury him alive because she wants him dead.
No, she doesn't. All right, we're going to touch on that when we get to it. Yeah, because I mean, if we're just going to jump to it, basically, Lee professes her love to Gordon and everything, and ends up knocking him out. Right, buries him in a coffin, but the whole point is to get him to use the serum.
So he could be like her?
Exactly. That's the whole...
so they could be together?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not buying that.
That's all she's saying the whole time. That's literally what the last 3 episodes were about.
You ain't never been lied to a woman? Or by a woman? I love you at the
Listen, I'm not trying to ruin the next episode that we're doing this, but... like, I don't know.
Well, I mean... Technically, I guess we should treat this episode like we didn't watch the other episodes.
Well, it's too late.
Too late now, but still. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
MOPO.
I think
my po is that she's trying to kill him.
No, I was going for a face value, man. She just really wanted him to take the serum.
Give her, the crazy chick, the benefit of the doubt.
Right, yeah, she just wanted him to have the virus. But, what is it? So basically he's in a coffin, but that kind of gets into, further down the line, stuff with Bruce and stuff. But as far as Riddler, right, so he tells them that Oswald's still alive. They end up, like, catching up with Oswald at his safe house. Cat ends up leaving early, just as Riddler and Butch and Barbara come in, or maybe it's just Riddler and Butch, right?
No, I think Barbara's with them too because Tabitha.
Yeah, she was outside.
Sickles, cat girl or whatever, on her way out. She gave an old school WCW clothesline or whatever, and. That it's funny because cat girl, whatever you want to call her, just does whatever she needs to do to survive.
Yeah.
Like, she'll sell anybody down the river at any point. Like, if she gets in a lick of trouble with me, she will sell at the scientist down the river, and then vice versa, gets in trouble with that scientist, she will sell me down the river. Like... It's just funny to me how she, turns so quick.
I mean, she's like a cat. They don't care. They're just out for self.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, on a side note, I was thinking today, that's the one bad thing about cats. If you're fucked up in the game, like, and have, like, a seizure or some shit, your cat's gonna come over and start batting at your head. Or whatever, like, because you're shaking around or whatever. A dog, like, shaping hard, trying to, like, resuscitate you or, like...
Or at least feed you some whiskey.
Right, give you some beer or something, or, like, at least lay by you and lick you or something, like, see if you're alright. Cat will just sit there and let you die and fuck with your dead body.
Start eating you.
But that's basically how Selena is to me on the show. I'm still liking Poison Ivy a lot too, but she kind of like initiated all that because they played her or whatever.
Yeah, she is kind of a diss.
Still, I mean, I guess
she is still a child,
right?
Too.
Because it goes back to my dilemma and all this. Is she a 13-year-old girl or is she a 22-year-old woman?
Mentally, she's a 13-year-old girl.
Right.
She ain't got no life experience.
Physically. Oh, boy.
Well, I mean, if she tells you how old she is, she's going to be like, well, I've only been on the earth for 13 years. And then you're going to be like, you were born on a leap day, weren't you?
Right. Leap year, right? 13 leap
you
year.
look good for 13.
Ooh, she does. But,
well, I wasn't meaning like that. I was meaning like, if you're 13 in leap years, that's like, you're pretty old. So, she looks good for pretty old. Damn it.
Please do not listen to this.
But yeah, so Ivy and Oswald get away, and Tabitha wrangles up Selena. We go to Leader, basically telling Bruce that he was using the Court of Owls the whole time to, his means to an end, so to speak.
Right.
And Hugo gives him a detonator that's to the bomb that they plant. And he's like, yo, Bruce, you're going to have to push this.
This bomb is just like all the other bombs that they've tried to set off.
Which is with the Tetch virus.
The Tetch virus.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just another one of those. And, so he tells Bruce he's going to have to push it when the time comes. And that out of the ashes, a dark hero will arise, is what the Leader says to Bruce. And then Bruce is kind of like, he follows up like, Gotham must fall. And it was just like...
Real, like, zombie-like,
yeah,
almost.
he's brainwashed. This guy...
He's really just like a shell of what Bruce Wayne was. But...
Yeah,
and like, honestly, at this point, I'm starting to not really like Bruce. I'm like, the hell, man, what's going on here? Like... You need to snap out of it and stop doing all this stupid stuff, but...
Yeah, I was getting a little annoyed, too. I mean, at one point you think he does come back, but... what is it, like, Bullock and Alfred? That's where they say they were working out some other owl hiding spots, and they just said they're finding, like, dead owls everywhere.
Right.
They find out that Gordon... Or, no, we see Gordon get put in the trunk by Lee. And that's when Bullock and Alfred find Bruce. What?
No. They start looking for Lee and Gordon.
Yeah,
and in the midst of all that...
Oh, that's when they find Bruce.
Right, they find Bruce, too.
Okay. Yeah, because then, Bruce just walks away from Alfred. He tries to like stand in the way, right? Because they come across him and they go to like pull a gun on the Leader, and he kind of like gets in the way. And he's like, "No, I'm going with these dudes." That's right, because they were in one of the owl layers.
Yep.
Yeah. So they all run off. Lee ends up coming into the GCPD. And that's when she tells that, well, they ask about Gordon, Bullock, and Alfred, and then that's when she tells them that he's in a coffin. And like we were saying, like, you say to kill him, I say...
Because she loves him so much.
Yeah, it's like, I found the way, I want you to find the way too. The Riddler and Barbara get Selena to help them find Oswald by telling Oswald that he found Firefly, because Oswald is trying to create an army of...
That's why he goes to Selena in the first place.
Yeah.
Is she has that connection with the streets or whatever.
Where are all these people out?
Yeah, he wants his army. He wants Killer Croc back. He wants, never, at the beginning of the season, that ugliest motherfucker Gordon beat up while he was like the vigilante guy or whatever, or the bounty hunter. I thought that could be like a Killer Croc, but who knows? But he wants his army back, and that's where they trick Poison Ivy, and they run up on Penguin, and who knows what they're gonna do? They're gonna like kill him or take him hostage, but before they can do that, Fish Mooney comes and kind of like saves the Penguin.
Oh yeah, and you think it's like for her own gain to like kill him or something, but it ends up being more like she's starting her own army, and Oswald's one of her like mutant soldiers or whatever.
Yeah, and that's where all the rest of them are.
Yeah, because Fish has already got these people round up. And then when we go back to Bullock is out trying to find Gordon, and he tells Alfred, "Yo, do whatever you need to do to Hugo Strange," because they were able to catch Hugo Strange during the course of interacting with Leader and Bruce.
Right.
So they get Hugo, and it's basically like the ultimate bad cop. He takes him onto the roof and hangs him off the edge by his tie, and is like, "You're going to tell me everything I need to know." And he's like, "Yeah, listen, you tell me, I'll let you go." And it's like, "Oh, well, you won't let me go." Like, it's like, do I look like a police officer to you? Like, tell me what I want to know. He tells him, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, you're free to go when you wake up." And he's like, "What do you mean, goof?"
Yeah.
And just decks him. I was happy that he did that. But yeah, he just... what he tells him is that Bruce is at Wayne Enterprises, and kind of at the same time we find out that Gordon is buried in the park.
Yeah.
So now we have like two divergents. We have Alfred going to Wayne Enterprises, and we have Bullock going to the park. And they find out that the bomb is at Union Station because that's where Wayne Enterprises faces.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, they say the bomb's going to go off at 5, and that's like rush hour. So they're like, oh, well, it's definitely going to be the train station.
Yeah, hit the most amount of people.
Yeah. So this entire time, Lee is saying, "Yo, Gordon, if you want to live, you got to take the virus, and you can dig your way out."
What she does is she leaves a syringe in the coffin with him that has the virus.
And he almost takes it once, and he holds out. But then it's like he can feel his... Well, not even feel his air. I think like really the radio dies, and then he just straight panicked.
Yeah.
And he just decided to take it.
They weren't going to find him.
Well, they found him like right after he got out.
Well, yeah, because he punched through the earth zombie style.
I mean,
but
he definitely
don't
did
punch
that.
through the earth like that. Like, they're not going to find him. He did what he had to do.
Yeah, so he pulls himself out of the grave. Bullock calls all units to the Union Station, and while all the officers are leaving, like in all the commotion of everybody getting saddled up, Lee grabs keys off of an officer that's like a dumb guard. He's just like sitting right by the cell with the keys hanging out, and she kind of headbutts him into the jail cell.
Now,
makes her escape.
I mean, this is like a side note, but didn't they show like Clayface in the jail with her, like in the cell next to her? Like, he's trying to push his face through the bars or something. Like,
not that I saw.
I might not have that right.
Yeah, not that I had been aware. Not that was
But
obvious
she
to
was
me
in
anyway.
lockup with other people. Like,
She was in lockup by herself, and then in the cell next to her,
Yeah,
it was
with people.
Hugo and then two other people that looked like they had mohawks and stuff. And at that point, Hugo's not there anymore because he's long gone because of Alfred. But yeah, so like Alfred confronts Bruce and the leader at Wayne Enterprises, and he starts to get through to Bruce. And as he's getting through to him, like I guess the leader panics, and he's just like, "No!" And then he pushes the detonator for Bruce.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he does it, like Alfred just lays a bunch of bullets into him,
open his chest.
and Bruce loses his mind and starts throwing a bunch of fists at Alfred, and Alfred just blocks it, just takes all of them, and they detain him, and they bring him back to the station, and
Yeah, say what else? He's guilty of setting off that bomb.
yeah,
Sure.
I mean, either he's guilty or at least he's an accomplice. I don't think he's guilty because the leader actually pushed it.
Yeah, sure enough.
But he's definitely being detained, and also because they need to try to like straighten him out. And then meanwhile, in the train station, Gordon
and Lee.
Gordon runs right in and starts beating up the Court of Owl people or whoever's working for the leader, and he's like right about to stop it, and then Lee comes in and like beats the crap out of Gordon, and it's like, "Oh, I'm glad to see you took the virus and yada yada, but you're still fighting it. Like, stop fighting it. Like, be my lover. Don't you want to be my lover?"
Just playing him, man.
I mean, I don't know, man. She seems sincere. She had that look in her eye. But yeah, so the bomb goes off. It goes off like right in Gordon's face.
Yeah, knocks him off the balcony and whatnot.
Dude, and the thing is just like so much red cloud, red mist, and everybody starts going. Well, it doesn't show anybody going.
That's basically
anything.
the end of the episode.
That is the end of the episode. Is you just see smoke coming out the top and the side of Union Station, just like a giant choo-choo train.
And like you see Bruce, and he's all like, "It's too late." To Alfred as he gets locked up or whatever. It's a pretty like climactic way to end that episode. I'm glad they kind of did like the double feature for the season finale, because it's like, how do you have 2 more episodes after that?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's where we're going to end it for this episode to lead up to the season finale. It's actually 2 episodes, but they aired them back to back on the same night. So we're kind of gonna do like one more video for this season and kind of cover the season finale and what our thoughts are and stuff like that in the next video.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. If you like it, like it. If you really like it, subscribe. Throw a comment down because we'd love to hear your opinion. That's what it's all about. This has been MOPO, but we'd like to hear YOPO.
YOPO. Remember, it's all a matter of personal opinion.
We all got one.
It's all MOPO. So, yeah, let us know.